Of course, Ben Bernanke lied. Of course, gold is money. But here's what he doesn't want you to know. They've been suppressing gold, trying to push gold down because it competes with the dollar. The Federal Reserve doesn't sell gold. They sell dollars. Gold competes. Gold will dictate in a free market where interest rates should be. That's the last thing they want because they manipulate interest rates. Now, has your broker told you that? Has your planner told you that? No. Well, I told my gang that. I explained it to them, and we positioned ourselves to be in a perfect position for gold and copper as it dropped. That's why you want to join my gang, Phil's Gang. We're right on top of this. philsgang.com. Join today. philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Our economy has been moving.
Yeah, in the wrong direction. This is the same guy that told us we could keep our doctor and we could keep our health insurance. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Look, I have the best teaching format in the country when it comes to learning how to invest in stocks. People will tell you that. Look, we can't listen to Wall Street. We can't listen to our government. We listen to our charts. That's why you join philsgang.com. Food stamps have exceeded 45 million for 50 straight months, and he's telling us things are good. What are you, nuts?
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. At philsgang.com, we promote core technicals and chart analysis that enables each Phil's Gang member to be the best investor they can be. At philsgang.com, stock investing is defined in detail by the Phil's Gang standards. Working together, we achieve our goals and ultimately provide a truly unique profit-taking experience for our members. This is what philsgang.com does, and no one does it better than the off-the-Wall Street maverick, Phil Grande. For over 15 years, Phil coaches and teaches that stock investing diversity goes beyond fundamentals and stories. We believe that amazing things happen when people invest in themselves by following Phil's format and recommendations. At philsgang.com, we believe in the desire to embrace, build, and deliver on our core values and promises. And for over 15 years, Phil Grande has delivered on that promise. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything will be taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. You know, on May 29th, I warned that a stock market crash was coming. I also warned in July. Both times, I was watching my technology, my PT2 chart, and it turned from green to red. Both in May and July, we had substantial warnings. We saw the industrials fall. We saw that the market, the Chinese market was falling, was getting worse. Oil was falling. Copper was falling. Everything was falling. But again, CNBC was telling you, hey, things are cheap. Diversify. Everything's wonderful. But my chart was giving me something different. And on both those occasions, both in May and July, I told my gang, let's short the stock market now, because my PT2 chart indicated a sell-off was coming in. And we did. And we had a wonderful ride all the way down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, this last 1,900-point drop in the stock market scared everybody. They called it a crash. But here at Phil's Gang, we call it an opportunity. Why? Because I taught my students how to read a chart. And here's the problem in this industry. You go somewhere to learn how to drive a car, but you never go anywhere to learn how to invest in a stock. Well, you'll do that here at Phil's Gang. Join my gang, philsgang.com, the best teaching format in the country when it comes to stocks.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Generally agree that monetary policy was not the main reason for the housing bubble.
What are you, nuts? Of course, monetary policy was the reason for the housing bubble. That's Ben Bernanke. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. He's lying. Listen to this. In December 2000, interest rates were 6.5%. Within the next 30 months, Bernanke dropped them down to 1%. Because of that, mortgage originations grew from 1.5 trillion to 5 trillion. That was by the end of 2003. The housing bubble was inflated, and it was continued being fueled by his policies, which eventually we saw mortgages that grew from 28 trillion mortgages to 50 trillion. He lied. But here's the important thing. We were able to take advantage of that here at Phil's Gang, and we were able to make money because of it. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
And total non-farm payrolls are now almost 4.5 million higher than just prior to the recession.
And that's Janet Yellen. Today she came out, she spoke, the market dropped 151 points the minute she spoke, saying that indicating she's going to be raising rates. I still don't believe it on Friday. Hi, my name is Phil Grande, philsgang.com. This is amazing. It's amazing. This woman came out and either she is totally dumb, stupid, or she just lying. It's incredible. So the market picked up on it. It's down 150 points. I'm going to play for you now a cut. This is unbelievable what she said. All false.
Quantitative easing was a policy that we adopted when the economy was weak in the aftermath of the crisis, and we had already reduced the funds rate to zero. And I do think that policy was effective. We saw the yields on private borrowing rates went down across the board. Asset prices moved up, both stock market prices and housing prices, and that helped boost aggregate spending. We're not the only country that undertook such policies. The UK and more recently the EC.
All right, enough is enough. Wait a minute. First of all, she said the quantitative easing, she was asked at the meeting how the quantitative easing go, and she thought it was successful. You heard what she said. She said housing went up, stock prices went up. Wait a minute. First of all, let's explain a little bit about this quantitative. She's lying. What happens with quantitative easing is these gangsters, the banking syndicate, the private organization of gangsters, they purchase all these assets, treasuries, mortgage-backed securities, all this from the bank because the bank doesn't have enough cash. So they go and say, we'll buy from you your treasuries, your mortgage-backed securities, and we'll give you cash, and we'll take that crap and put it on our balance sheet, and then we'll shift it over to the treasury to make sure the taxpayer has to pay it if it goes bad. First of all, we go on the hook, number one. But put that aside for a moment. So the idea, the banks now have all this cash, all this liquid. It's supposed to allow these banks to provide more loans to you, to me, to small businesses. And those loans to a small business, they start hiring, growing, buying equipment, and so forth, stimulates the economy. More jobs. You have the multiplier effect. That's the way it's supposed to work. It's a total lie. The money did not benefit businesses. They would not loan to businesses on Main Street. They would not loan to individuals on Main Street. It's a total lie. It's a total lie. So, real wages got hurt. The only people that benefited from quantitative easing are the big guys, the super rich. They got bailed out. The little guy didn't get anything out of it. He didn't benefit. Matter of fact, when you hear about, when the president comes out and talks about inequality, he caused it through quantitative easing. It didn't stimulate the economy. It destroyed savings of retirees. With destroying the savings of retirees, there's not enough money to loan to the businesses. That's another problem. The wealthy owners, the big stockholders, who most of their wealth is tied to stocks, they benefit. The big guys who are in the market, who didn't get shook out after the crash, who held on, the big wealthy guys, they were the ones who profited from the injection of this cash, where they printed it. They just printed this cash out of thin air, backed by nothing. They take all this money and they pumped $3 trillion into stocks, the Federal Reserve, and they benefit. Wealthy owners of stocks benefit. They had money in the market. That's where their wealth is. The guy on Main Street, he doesn't have much money in the stock market. Any money he has is in fixed assets. It's fixed income, savings, which he got screwed because they dropped interest rates to zero, so they could provide zero interest, free money to the banks, free money to companies to buy their own shares back. She's a liar. Why do you think the economy is not growing? Why do you think the economy is still at 1.9% after they put trillions of dollars into the economy? Because they didn't put the trillions into the economy that benefited most of us. It benefited a few of us. This whole thing's a lie. So small businesses, which is the main driver of economic activity, the main driver of employment in this country, really got screwed. They still have trouble trying to get a loan. Try to get a loan if you're a small business. It doesn't happen. You don't get a loan. Therefore, why do you think we're not growing? Why do you think when Obamacare came in and laid everybody off from full-time to part-time, they couldn't go out and get another good job somewhere? Because small businesses that provide those jobs were not providing the jobs, because that liquid that she talks about that was provided to small business was never provided to small business. They told a lie. It went to the big guys who are already in the stock market. When you have zero interest rates, the saver, the retirees, get screwed. Anybody who has on fixed income gets screwed. The people that make the money is the wealthy who are in the market. QE1, QE2, QE3. All that did is put a big burden on workers. Their wages became stagnant. Their fixed incomes didn't go anywhere. Median incomes went down. What is she talking about? I hope she is stupid. Because if she's lying, this is a terrible thing. Terrible thing. To raise rates in this environment, she's saying it worked, and it didn't work. So she said, I'm going to raise rates because it worked. She knows it didn't work. Right after the 2008 financial meltdown, the gangsters, the Federal Reserve, a private company of gangsters, laundered more than $2 trillion in worthless assets. They held them on their balance sheets of these private banks. They laundered this money. 16 trillion went to in bailouts to banks. We printed 16 trillion, and the Fed bailed out banks, bailed out corporations, gave them money at 0%. That's why you're not getting any money in savings. 16 trillion went to banks to bail them out, went to corporations, they buy their own shares. That's right after the meltdown, 2008. Then another 9 trillion in secret off-balance sheet money. And when Bernanke was asked in Congress by the senator or representative from Florida. I can't think of his name, the crazy guy. Grayson. He said, where'd that money go? He says, I don't know. Where'd the money go? I don't know. $9 trillion. They printed another $9 trillion in secret. My point is, she's lying. Nobody on Main Street benefited. And that's why the stock market has gone up 200%, because it benefited those who most of their wealth was in the stock market. And that's why you should be a gang member. Phil's gang. Join my gang. We'll be right back. She is disgusting.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Middle-class economics works.
Works? Where? Show me where it works. You tell us the unemployment rate is 5.1%, and you only get to 5.1% by making sure people don't have a job. Think of August. August, the unemployment rate went down to 5.1% because 200,000 people couldn't find a job. If they found a job, our unemployment rate would be at 10%. Isn't this amazing? Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Aren't you sick of this stuff? Aren't you sick of these politicians? They keep lying to us. And you know, Wall Street does too. And how many times have you said, boy, I hate Wall Street. I hate the stock market. But that's the best place in the world to make money. But you need a lesson. You need a lesson on how to invest. That's where I come in. Join my gang, philsgang.com. It's the best teaching format in the country when you want to learn how to invest in stocks. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
Saber que el tratamiento es completamente gratis nos quita una preocupación de encima.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's being taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, everybody, the hot stocks Apple or Google, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. What people don't understand is every stock is the same. If the institutions buy it, it goes up. If they don't, it goes down. It doesn't matter the name. That's why we use charts to identify money in, money out. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. You know, on May 29th, I warned that a stock market crash was coming. I also warned in July. Both times, I was watching my technology, my PT2 chart, and it turned from green to red. Both in May and July, we had substantial warnings. We saw the industrials fall. We saw that the market, the Chinese market was falling, was getting worse. Oil was falling. Copper was falling. Everything was falling. But again, CNBC was telling you, hey, things are cheap. Diversify. Everything's wonderful. But my chart was giving me something different. And on both those occasions, both in May and July, I told my gang, let's short the stock market now, because my PT2 chart indicated a sell-off was coming in. And we did. And we had a wonderful ride all the way down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, it used to be, hey, what's that hot stock? There's no hot stocks anymore. You know what it's all about now? It's identifying when to get in the market, when to get out. And why? Because the market is rigged. It's rigged to go up. There's nothing better. It's rigged to go up. It's called quantitative easing. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Have fun with us in a rigged market.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. At philsgang.com, we promote core technicals and chart analysis that enables each Phil's Gang member to be the best investor they can be. At philsgang.com, stock investing is defined in detail by the Phil's Gang standards. Working together, we achieve our goals and ultimately provide a truly unique profit-taking experience for our members. This is what philsgang.com does, and no one does it better than the off-the-Wall Street maverick, Phil Grande. For over 15 years, Phil coaches and teaches that stock investing diversity goes beyond fundamentals and stories. We believe that amazing things happen when people invest in themselves by following Phil's format and recommendations. At philsgang.com, we believe in the desire to embrace, build, and deliver on our core values and promises. And for over 15 years, Phil Grande has delivered on that promise. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
We're not lending to those banks. We're lending to the central bank. The central bank is responsible for repaying us.
So who got the money?
To financial institutions in Europe and other countries.
Which ones?
I don't know.
$500 billion and you don't know who got the money?
Amazing, isn't it? Welcome back to Phil's Gang. That's Grayson questioning Bernanke when they took a secret $9 trillion. After they put $16 trillion, printed $16 trillion, the Fed, and they bailed out the banks, and they gave money to corporations, not only here in the United States, but around the world, and did nothing for Main Street. The wealthy, the wealthy owners, our owners who own us, the wealthy, big stockholders, have profited huge from this injection of new money that went in 2009. $3 trillion into the stock market alone, directly into stocks. Because, see, their income, the wealthy, is tied to stock investments. The guy on Main Street, he's not tied to a stock investment. The guy with a 401k, he's bolted from that 401k. Most of them hardly put anything after 2008, after the crash. They most of them just took all their money out in 401ks. They didn't even stay with them. If they stayed with them, they haven't contributed to them. It didn't help the average guy. There's been no beneficial multiplier effect that transferred any kind of gains from all this money into the pockets of an average person who depends on wages for their livelihood. Take small businesses. That is the main driver of the economy, of jobs, of economic activity, of employment in this country. They can't get credit. They can't get a loan. What quantitative easing has done is increased. They said it was supposed to help the people, did just the opposite. It hurt the people. They said it was going to help. They lied. The very people they said we're going to do quantitative easing to help the small guy, to help the guy on Main Street. But they knew the quantitative easing was going to do just the opposite. Hurt the person they said it was going to help by increasing food prices, increasing commodity prices. That put even a bigger burden on the worker who had stagnant wages. Look when you went to the supermarket. Person who had fixed incomes. This recovery, this so-called recovery, which is not a recovery, which is a propping up a bubble, a propping up with zero rates, have been aimed entirely at the top earners and at top corporations, top institutions. The same institutions, the same banks that were responsible for us getting screwed, for losing our homes, for our homes being upside down, for losing your job from full-time to part-time. The very people. That's who Bernanke and that's who our president helped out. The same people who caused all this. It's unbelievable. So they were helping the bankster gangsters, our owners who own us, who own Congress, who own the judges, who own everybody. They're creating all this money from thin air with a printing machine. That's why you got to get it back, the printing machine. And by the way, that's why they're suppressing gold. I told you about that. Keep suppressing the price of gold. Because if you got the printing machine, you want to control the interest rates for your buddies. Keep interest rates low so you can loan them money at 0% so they can buy their own shares back of their company. Well, if you let gold become a free market and don't manipulate it, and gold grows, that manipulates, that forces interest rates up. So that's why if you're a big holder of gold and coins and you're frustrated, you don't know why gold, that's why gold's not going up. They got to keep depressing the gold price to control interest rates so they can keep making more money in the stock market. That's unbelievable. So if you're a wealthy guy and your portfolio, all your income, all your investments tied to the stock market, you did fabulous. 200% return. The guy on Main Street, median wages went down. Real wages, are you kidding me? Stagnant. This is good. And companies are taking companies are taking their profits because they can get money at zero. They take all their profits. So a company makes $1 million. They go borrow another $1 million with no interest costs and then plow $2 million not back into the company. So to create jobs, because when you plow your profits into the company, you have a multiplier effect around the country. You create all kinds of jobs around the country because when you go buy a new truck for your company, down the road, other people were hired to build that truck. When you add to your company, you build a new building, you add on to the building, people get employed. A carpenter, the guy who makes the tools for the carpenter gets employed. The multiplier effect. None of that happened. So for her to come out and say we're going to raise interest rates at this time is nuts. And that's why you want to be a gang member. That's why you want to be a gang member. Let's go to, I'm telling you, this is the time to join the gang.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
God, I just hate the lying. It's unbelievable. And most people don't get it because programs like CNBC, they're not going to tell you the truth. They carry the Kool-Aid. They carry the Kool-Aid. Unbelievable. So here's what we're going to do. My gang, we're all set to go. If they raise rates, then our 5 stocks that we work every day, Schlumberger, Goldman Sachs, Caterpillar, Intel, IBM, we'll be in a position to make money as they go down. That's your problem. The folks that you're using, planners and people managing your money, they don't let you make money as it goes down, as the market goes down. You never made money. Well, we're going to make a change. Join my gang and let's change that together and help St. Jude. We'll be right back. 28 past the hour here on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Do you think gold is money?
No.
Gold's not money? You got to be kidding. That's Ron Paul asking Ben Bernanke. And of course, Ben Bernanke lied. Of course, gold is money. But here's what he doesn't want you to know. They've been suppressing gold, trying to push gold down because it competes with the dollar. The Federal Reserve doesn't sell gold. They sell dollars. Gold competes. Gold will dictate in a free market where interest rates should be. That's the last thing they want because they manipulate interest rates. Now, has your broker told you that? Has your planner told you that? No. Well, I told my gang that. I explained it to them, and we positioned ourselves to be in a perfect position for gold and copper as it dropped. That's why you want to join my gang, Phil's Gang. We're right on top of this. philsgang.com. Join today. philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Middle class economics works.
Works? Where? Show me where it works. You tell us the unemployment rate is 5.1%, and you only get to 5.1% by making sure people don't have a job. Think of August. August, the unemployment rate went down to 5.1% because 200,000 people couldn't find a job. If they found a job, our unemployment rate would be at 10%. Isn't this amazing? Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Aren't you sick of this stuff? Aren't you sick of these politicians? They keep lying to us. And you know, Wall Street does too. And how many times have you said, boy, I hate Wall Street. I hate the stock market. But that's the best place in the world to make money. But you need a lesson. You need a lesson on how to invest. That's where I come in. Join my gang, philsgang.com. It's the best teaching format in the country when you want to learn how to invest in stocks. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
Saber que el tratamiento es completamente gratis nos quita una preocupación de encima.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
AMVA, and I've lost over 30K on it, but it had excellent earnings the last several quarters, and they make the cameras and drone equipment. I don't know why it's so weak these days.
It's so weak these days because you don't pay attention to what they make. You don't care about their earnings. The problem is the institutions are pulling their money out, and that's all you need to know, and that's what we identify in the chart, and that's why I become a Phil's Gang member.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. You know, on May 29th, I warned that a stock market crash was coming. I also warned in July. Both times I was watching my technology, my PT2 chart, and it turned from green to red. Both in May and July, we had substantial warnings. We saw the industrials fall. We saw that the market, the Chinese market was falling, was getting worse. Oil was falling. Copper was falling. Everything was falling. But again, CNBC was telling you, hey, things are cheap, diversified. Everything's wonderful. But my chart was giving me something different. And on both those occasions, both in May and July, I told my gang, let's short the stock market now because my PT2 chart indicated a sell-off was coming in. And we did. And we had a wonderful ride all the way down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Our economy has been moving.
Yeah, in the wrong direction. This is the same guy that told us we could keep our doctor and we could keep our health insurance. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Look, I have the best teaching format in the country when it comes to learning how to invest in stocks. People will tell you that. Look, we can't listen to Wall Street. We can't listen to our government. We listen to our charts. That's why you join philsgang.com. Food stamps have exceeded 45 million for 50 straight months. And he's telling us things are good. What are you, nuts?
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, remember, join my gang. And all we ask is that if we reach out to you, you reach out to St. Jude. Now, St. Jude is a wonderful operation. You never get a bill from St. Jude for any kind of treatment. your travel costs, housing, food, everything free. Everything. And all of that comes from people like my gang members who, when they make a profit, because I show them the stock, how to get in, when to get out, when they make a profit, they send money to St. Jude. It's all I ask of my gang members. Don't send money unless they make a profit. And Partners in Hope program is one of the best programs ever. You can just send $25, $10, whatever you want. I mean, it's incredible what they have done. St. Jude's, just incredible. Treatments that they embed at St. Jude's has helped push the overall childhood cancer survival rate from 20% to more than 80%. That's amazing. And I know my son, he had cancer. So I'm going to try to help you. There's an excitement going on now because finally, if they raise rates, okay, we're going to see this market start correcting, start pulling back, this bubble, and we're going to have a fantastic opportunity. And I'm going to take care of you in my 5 stocks. Let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG. So I will guide you with my 5 stocks, the same 5 stocks we're in every day. Now, we also do bonus stocks. And let me give you an example. If you were a gang member, Ford, let's take Ford. And that was one of the stocks, one of the bonus stocks, or one of your 5 stocks if you were a gang member. When that chart, the PT2, simply turned from red to green, that drove the stock, gave us a 14% run. That's a 14% profit. It's a 14% return. Cut it in half because I know you won't believe it. Say 7%. What's wrong with that? But here's the exciting thing. That's when it went from red to green. But then how about when it turned back to red, when it said the institutions were pulling their money out? Now you knew in advance to take your money. Did your planner ever call you? Have you ever had a planner, a money manager, call you and say, oh, by the way, I've been monitoring your portfolio, and I can see where the institution's starting to take money out of your portfolio of the stocks you have. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn around and we're going to make sure that we're set up to make money as the stock goes down. And oh, by the way, we did that, and you not only did you pick up 14% on the way up, but you picked up another 12% on the way down. Did you ever get a call like that? How about Apple? I wonder if you ever got a call from Apple, or from Apple, from your manager, money manager. They don't call you. And here's another great example. When it turned from green to red, it told you Apple, they were pulling out of Apple. It dropped 26%, but we knew that. We could see it. If this was you were a gang member, this is one of your stocks, that's 26% it dropped. So let's say you got half of that because you don't believe me. Let's say you got 10% of the 26% because you don't believe me. What's wrong with that? But here's what's more exciting. Then the institutions turned around and started to buy Apple again. We could see it in advance. Went up another 11%. So you're not going to believe that. So I'll tell you 5%. Now that's what we do here. And all we ask is that you take care of St. Jude. And another way of giving to St. Jude is just have your gift deducted from your paycheck. It's really easy. It's really quick. It's efficient. All you have to do is get a pledge form and to your payroll representative, wherever you work, to get started. But again, my gang, we tell you don't do any of that until you make money. All right. So what do we know? What's going on? Are they going to raise rates? I don't think she's going to raise rates. I don't think she's going to. But here's what's going on. It's upsetting. She's trying to use information to have an excuse. Like she says, I'm data dependent. And she keeps talking about the labor market. And she goes back to the October numbers, which is a joke because the October numbers was a lie. Were fake. We didn't have the 271,000 jobs she said we had. We only had 126,000. 145,000 of those jobs were fake. Were fake. They were assumptions based on, well, what if What if this part of the country, if they opened up some companies, some businesses started? Let's put an assumption of how many jobs we think they created. They don't call anybody. They don't check on anything. They don't look at you think they'd go in and look at the tax rolls. If you work for somebody, you got to pay a tax. Everybody pays taxes on their payroll, right? You think they don't go check that. They don't want to check it out. It's a lie. It's an assumption. So now she's telling us today, wow, we see a big increase in labor is really doing good. Doing good? How's labor doing good? I don't get it.
And total non-farm payrolls are now almost 4.5 million higher than just prior to the recession.
Who cares? 4.5. What? Bartenders? Waitresses? Oil, fracking, coal have been slaughtered by Obama. He's trying to kill those industries because when you kill those industries, you can kill capitalism. When you kill energy, you kill capitalism. It's the easiest way. Why do you think he started this carbon tax? Because he was trying to kill capitalism. Remember who this guy is. Remember, it was, he grew up. His parents, his father was a communist. So wasn't the mother. And they hated America. They hated success because Obama always hated entrepreneurs and small business. Remember when he came out and said, you didn't build this?
You didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
See, he's mad. He's mad because, that represents wealth. And remember, he went around the world when he first became president. He apologized for the wealth we had. And then he came back and started a redistribution of wealth program. See, he'll never support entrepreneurs or small businesses. Why do you think I got so mad when she says, "Oh, we're doing good"? When the quantitative easing really worked. When none of the money went to entrepreneurs, none of that money went to small businesses. They made sure they didn't go to entrepreneurs, small business. He didn't want it to go there. Why do you think he has this Paris climate talk? He hoped he could put in place a new international treaty that would be adopted at this climate change conference to kill the coal, saying how we got a problem with climate and we got a problem how the climate is warming, which is in the last 20 years the experts, I'm not talking about their experts, the real scientists, the real people. We're not talking about the phonies that they hired like Al Gore. They're saying the planet hasn't warmed up in 20 years. The temperature's been the same. So what he's trying to do, he hates America so much, and he hates wealth, he hates capitalism. When he became president, the first thing he did, as I said, went around and apologized to everybody, told them how embarrassed he was. Then he comes back and he starts to attack small businesses that create 75% of the jobs. He buries them in new regulations, new taxes. Then he says, you know what? I'm going to kill energy. I'm going to kill coal. Now remember, energy is the mother's milk of capitalism and democracy. And he said he wants to kill that. And he started to kill the coal industry. Then he says, I'm going to put meetings together all over the world to discuss this fraudulent global warming and convince everybody to get on board with me. We'll talk about that when we get back, and more stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Generally agree that monetary policy was not the main reason for the housing bubble.
What are you, nuts? Of course monetary policy was the reason for the housing bubble. That's Ben Bernanke. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. He's lying. Listen to this. In December 2000, interest rates were 6.5%. Within the next 30 months, Bernanke dropped them down to 1%. Because of that, mortgage originations grew from 1.5 trillion to 5 trillion. That was by the end of 2003. The housing bubble was inflated, and it was continued being fueled by his policies, which eventually we saw mortgages that grew from 28 trillion mortgages to 50 trillion. He lied. But here's the important thing. We were able to take advantage of that here at Phil's Gang, and we were able to make money because of it. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we read in the paper or we hear on radio or TV how the market is rigged. So what? It's rigged to go up, not to go down. You know this market hasn't pulled back 10%, not 10% since 2011, and you're not in this market. You want the market to be rigged. All you got to know is when to get out before it blows up. That's why you become a gang member, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Do you think gold is money?
No.
Gold's not money? You got to be kidding. That's Ron Paul asking Ben Bernanke. Of course, Ben Bernanke lied. Of course, gold is money. But here's what he doesn't want you to know. They've been suppressing gold, trying to push gold down because it competes with the dollar. The Federal Reserve doesn't sell gold. They sell dollars. Gold competes. Gold will dictate in a free market where interest rates should be. That's the last thing they want, because they manipulate interest rates. Now, has your broker told you that? Has your planner told you that? No. Well, I told my gang that. I explained it to them, and we positioned ourselves to be in a perfect position for gold and copper as it dropped. That's why you want to join my gang, Phil's Gang. We're right on top of this. philsgang.com. Join today. philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. Remember, on May 29th and July 28th, I said to short the market. The market was going to experience a correction. How did I know? My PT2. Check it out. This is not a crash for us. We're experiencing a correction because we are now making money on our stocks because we're shorting it, using our PT2 identified for us when they were pulling their money out, both in May and July, and we were right there to pull our money out too. Join my gang. philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com, Phil's Gang Radio Show. You know, we just went through a 1,900-point stock market drop, fastest drop ever in 2 days. Most of you panicked. At Phil's Gang, we didn't look at it as a crash. We looked at it as an opportunity because we were short. Why? Because I was able to teach my students how to read a chart, so in advance, they would know that the market was going to go down. It's all about learning. It's always amazed me, our whole life, someone teaches us to play baseball, someone teaches us to ski, someone teaches us how to drive a car. But there's nobody there to teach you how to invest in a stock. And that's where I come in. I think I have the best teaching format in the country. Check it out. It's philsgang.com. So you'll be so comfortable, you don't care if the market's going down or the market's going up. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
Right, because he doesn't know what he's doing. We have somebody that doesn't know what he's doing. And every time he sends troops over, even if it's a small number, like he's sending another small number, he announced 50 last week. He has a press conference to inform everybody he's sending troops. And it's like they have a target on their back. If you do your job, do your job. Don't talk about it. Too much talk. And, you know, you imagine General MacArthur, right? Or any of the general, you know, take any general, any good general, somebody that knows what he's doing. They don't talk about where they're sending their troops.
That's right. That's Donald Trump on Obama. The problem with what we've got going here is we've had this tremendous rally, 200%, but we haven't had a tremendous economy. The economy went the opposite way as the market went up. I keep explaining that to you, but that's why stocks are disconnected from the company they represent, and that's why you got to join my gang, especially now, especially if they raise interest rates. The market's now down 171 points. Got to join my gang. And let's go back to what he's trying to do and how he crushed coal. And if you were with me when coal was getting crushed, you would have made money because as coal was going down, it would turn from green to red on our chart. And then you would just short it. As I say, does your money guy ever call you and say, hey, you should start shorting coal? Have they told you that? Of course not. So here's his deal. He says, you know what? I hate capitalism, and when I become the President of the United States, I'm going to make sure I destroy their economy, okay? And I'm going to destroy it through energy. And that's the easiest way to destroy a country's economy. It's the easiest way to take down a country is through its energy. Through its energy. So he decided, he said, I'm going to come up with a story. We got this global warming. And then I'm going to tell them here in America what we're going to do is we're going to put a carbon tax on. And with that carbon tax, we're going to raise about $74 billion, a total lie. All the carbon tax did was raise the cost of electricity by every family in this country 15%. It was a total lie. Just like his lie, we're going to save $2,500 per family on insurance if you would go with Obamacare. Remember? Same thing. But here's his problem. So he said, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around the world. I'm going to take this fraud that there's global warming, and we need to cut all this carbon emissions, and I'm going to go and have conferences in Copenhagen and Bonn and Durban and Cancun and lately in Paris, and I'm going to sell this. I'm going to be the leader on this. Now, do you really think countries like India care? Do you really think countries like China care? They don't care. But they went to these conferences just to give him a good time because he's an idiot. Okay? I mean, he is President Obama of America, so they go give him a good time. And not any of these conferences have they ever come away with any signed agreement to reduce the use of coal for one reason. Because they knew that Obama didn't care about carbon emission. He didn't care about carbon emission. It wasn't about that. It wasn't to save the world from carbon emission, but to destroy capitalism, and they knew that. And the head guy of the United Nations 2 weeks ago said that, who went to the Paris conference, said he doesn't care about carbon emission, he cares about destroying capitalism. That's not me. That's the head guy of the UN. So, but here's his problem. He goes to a country and he says to all the countries, now you take a country like India. You think India is worried about climate change when 35% of their people don't have a light bulb? 35% of the country don't have a light bulb in their house because they don't have electricity. You really think India cares? There's 180 countries that go to these stupid meetings. About 78 of them are the size of India who don't care. But they're there to play the game. So Obama comes up with the idea, well, here's what we'll do. How about all the developed countries like the United States? We'll pay for it. We'll tax our people. We'll pay for it. We'll pay for India to convert to nuclear or wind or electric. We'll pay for it. And everybody at the conference looked at Obama like he's an idiot. You think China cares about carbon emission? I don't think so. But China and India, that's all they use is coal. So this whole thing of again, it comes back to this whole global warming is a fraud. And I didn't say this. The head of the UN said this. Obama has no interest in carbon emission. He has an interest in destroying capitalism in his own country. And they were so right. Now, the other way he destroyed our country was through this quantitative easing. And now that it destroyed our country, but created a tremendous stock market, but it killed jobs, it killed our country. Look how many people are working part-time now. And the stock market went up and up and up and up and up as the economy is going down and down and down because none of the money is targeted towards Main Street. It's all targeted towards the wealthy who have their whole portfolio, all their wealth tied to the stock market. Did nothing for Main Street, did nothing for you and me. So where do we go now? Well, we made money on the way up, following the money, not the fundamentals of the company, not the garbage you hear from CNBC, not the stuff you hear from Bulls and Bears on the weekend. They take a stock and tell you, should I buy it, shouldn't I buy it? No, you need to know one thing. Your stock has nothing to do, the price of a stock has nothing to do with the company. If I look right now at Broadcom, it's $54. Do you really think Broadcom The stock's worth $54. Are you nuts? It's worth about half that. So how did it get from 25 to 54? Earnings? Are you kidding? Of course not. It used to be. It used to be top-line sales. Company would have top-line sales. They would take their profits, plow it back into the company. They go and buy new equipment, new this, new that. That's how the economy worked. That's how the economy worked. You think Caterpillar is at $71? You think Caterpillar is worth $71? No. Caterpillar isn't worth $15. It's a bubble. In the last 7 years, they've been able to prop up Caterpillar, like all the other companies, through this stuff called quantitative easing. So here's what they're going to do now. Now they're saying they look at the market and they look at the labor market and they say, oh, wow, look at the labor market. Look in October, 271,000 jobs. Well, we know that's a lie. It was only 126,000, but she's not going to come out and say that, is she? Of course not. Look at the labor market. Everything's okay now. The economy's really strong. When if she looked just at the Black Friday sales of this weekend, down 10% over the previous year. I thought she said she was relying on data. She handpicks the data. So if she raises these rates with the economy in this bad shape, terrible jobs, terrible incomes, because this quantitative easing hurt the very people who are supposed to help, because prices of commodities went up, food went up, insurance went up, healthcare went up, everything went up, and people don't have enough money to go buy stuff. So when their profits of companies drop and their stocks ready to drop, oh, no, we got quantitative easing. Let's give them money free, and they can buy their own shares to push their stock back up. The money that you missed in this stock market is incredible on the way up, 200%. I don't want you to miss it on the way back down. So again, here we are down 173 points again. Here we are. Because they know, the smart money knows, that when they raise these rates, even if it's 25 basis points, you know all these companies who borrowed, they borrowed almost $5 trillion, these companies, to buy their own shares. Not borrow $5 trillion to buy new equipment, to buy new trucks, to buy new factories, to do mergers and acquisitions, which would create new jobs, which would create prosperity, which would help you with a nice retirement. No, none of that money went for that. It went to make sure the CEO was making more money, so he could buy his own shares back, so he could exercise his options, and he's making 300 times more than the guy on the floor. It didn't help the guy on the floor whose median income has dropped. So what do you do in the market to make money? Stop listening to the people that manage your 401ks. Start listening to me. And then you're going to start listening to yourself, because you're going to learn the truth. Stocks go up when the big guys buy them. Stocks go down when the big guys sell them. You got to be able to do the selling and the buying at the right time. That's what my tools do. And then we focus on just 5 stocks every day. You get pretty good with those 5 stocks. That's what gives you your security, the same stocks. Join my gang. Denise is waiting for your call right now. 877-600-GANG.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to